You might be wondering why my wife is screaming.
What up, Ho Biscuits? It's your girl Skitten, back at it again.
So do you cut out? Do you cut out all the celebrating I do before you do the What Up, Ho Biscuits, back at it again?
It depends.
What the heck?
Sometimes. I didn't cut out you singing last time. I left in the singing.
That's all that matters.
Yeah. Do you want to know what I'm screaming about?
It's a bug, and you were killing it.
Why
There
would
was
I
a
kill?
Nazi, and you were punching him.
I do support punching Nazis.
There was
So
a
maybe-
Nazi on my arm. Mini
maybe
Nazi.
Ah,
Tiny
like
Nazi.
an Ant-Man Nazi.
Like an Ant-Man Nazi.
So it was both a bug and a Nazi.
You bundled
A
them up
Nazi
really
bug.
effective there.
Yeah.
I like that.
I hit 50K subs!
Woo!
50!
Woo!
A whole 50,000 people looked at my face and decided to click the subscribe button. Now, if you could all also hit the notifications button. So, it appears that we are not the only people missing Salmonella.
Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah.
Everyone is big sad that Salmonella is taking a well-deserved hiatus. Sam, we understand you. We appreciate you and all of your hard work. But seriously, give us another fucking...
What happened? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. What did you do?
I didn't do anything.
Yeah. No, that's broke.
Oh, my God. Ah, ah.
There's no mini Nazi.
Well, you guys just watched complete and utter devastation happen. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Stop.
Sorry.
I'm so sad. Like, I'm legitimately...
Hey kids, let's talk about babies for a second. Now I think we can all agree, generally, babies suck at most things, either literally or figuratively. They have almost no life skills whatsoever. However, as it turns out, babies do actually have some traits that make them superior to adults in certain isolated aspects.
Okay.
Can you name one?
Their heads are mushy.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm pretty
Their
sure.
bones are like super cool. So
Yeah.
then like
If you
when they
drop
fall
them,
down,
yeah.
they generally
Yeah.
will be fairly okay.
Like when you drop putty, and it goes.
No, not like dropping putty. If your baby falls and it's like putty, your baby is probably dead.
Try it. Drop your baby.
Don't do that.
In this video, I'm going to tell you guys about a few. First is the baby's non-drowning reflex. If babies under the age of 6 months are put underwater, they'll instinctively hold their breath. Additionally, their heartbeat begins to slow down as soon as they're submerged, which allows them to use much less oxygen and, as a result, stay alive much longer than the average person. As we all know, babies get themselves into bad situations all the time. Soon as your back is turned, they're off trying to lick another socket or whatever. So this reflex probably evolved from back in the day, right? Mom's off picking berries, baby wanders off, ends up in the middle of a lake, and somehow this whole reflex thing gives the village more time to, go get a raft and fish them out. Next is a baby's grip. They're able to support their entire body weight with just one hand, which is more than a lot of adults can do. Of course, it's kind of cheating because they only weigh as much as a baby, but it's still kind of impressive. This trait is shared by apes, whose babies instinctively cling on to the backs of their mothers. So that way, if she gets a little courageous swinging from branch to branch, the baby doesn't just go flying. Anyway, because of this, it's speculated that babies actually got their firm grasp from our ape ancestors millions of years ago. And it's only a bit later in life when your genetics go, oh yeah, legs neat, and ditch the whole grabby thing. Next.
Okay, so fun fact, we just tested how long I could hang off of a cliff.
Right.
And how long my brother DJ could hang off a cliff.
Yes.
And let's just say you better get there fast. We're going down.
I did not take that strength test, but I would just like to be very clear that there is no hanging off of a cliff for me. I'm dead.
Okay.
Like there's,
all right.
don't
Good to know.
Just cry.
Right.
Just be sad.
Yeah. DJ said he wants his last words to be, I can't hold on. And then.
Why? Why?
So people know. Just saying he should be more like a baby. That's it.
Babies are also very seductive. Not in the sense of like strutting around in thigh highs, making dudes' eyes bulge.
Hideous.
Not that
Right.
seductive, but just in the sense of, hey, I like looking at this thing. We should keep it alive for a while. Here's
Yep,
an example.
that is
If
true.
people saw a 5-year-old on the streets rolling around in a pile of its own shit, they'd be like, ugh, what a scumbag. But if an infant did it, people would still be like, oh man, little guy, I want to take you home, clean you up, put you in little hats. Yeah. It has to do with a baby's facial features.
Wait, what was that accent? What was
I
that?
feel like that's his mom. Like he's really doing what his mom sound like right now.
Oh my god, where is Salmonella from? That was such a Midwestern
Yeah,
accent.
yeah,
That was, or like Canadian? Are you Canadian?
He's close. He
Sam?
gotta be. I was gonna say he's close to the border, man.
Yeah.
By one of them big lakes. Absolutely.
Don't you know?
Don't you know? Yeah.
It's like, we're not roasting Salmonella. I promise we're not.
Just guessing, man. It's a
Speculating.
It's a basement somewhere up there.
Features like their large forehead and eyes, which set off a bunch of baby caring instincts in our brains, causing us to perceive cuteness. It's only when they hit like 2 or 3 when that all goes down the shitter. Lastly, babies have a surprisingly good concept of morality. According to a study by Yale University's Infant Cognition Center, babies are born with an innate sense of right and wrong. Here's how the study went, right? So first they put on a puppet show for the baby with these 2 rabbit dolls, and they made one of them act nice and the other one act like a dick. Then at the end of the show, the babies were offered either puppet, and in almost every case, the babies took the nice one. And you might say a strong grip on morality doesn't qualify as a superpower. Personally, I disagree. People are terrible at keeping their basic sense of right and wrong unless their
True.
society maintains it for them.
True
Let me give an
facts.
example. A few days ago in the Philippines, the president of the entire country basically said, hey, we should just start murdering every drug addict
Yeah.
alive. Right?
And then they would just drive up and just start shooting them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now,
That
and
bad
this isn't
stuff.
seen as insane over there. No, millions of Filipinos are now on board with this. It is fucked. You see, babies lack the
is
mental
fucked.
capacity to justify atrocities with shit like it's about the greater good, you know. They have no prejudice. They just see people as people. And honestly, I think we could all learn a thing or two from that. Not to get all George Carlin-y on you guys or anything.
is
Anyway, that's all for
hysterical
today.
because Sam
Till
hates
next time,
babies.
I'm Salmonella, and
Yeah.
thank you for watching.
Like, Sam hates, like, well documented
Yeah.
hatred of children.
Well, I don't know if it's like hatred, but like he will draw somebody punting a baby.
As he should.
Ha!
The cuteness superpower just really cracks me the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, nature was like, I don't know how to protect this baby. I'm just gonna make it cute. I'm
Right.
just
it's like you kind of just quit on that one. Just like, what if it just looked really
Babies
terrible?
won't be born with armor or any kind of
Mhm,
defense mechanism. They're just gonna look really adorable, and then we're just gonna pray.
Make sure his head's too big for him to move effectively. His legs are completely useless for years.
We're gonna give him really fat cheeks,
Yep.
and then every time you see the baby, you're just look at the cheeks, so fat. Like,
Just so they do those things where like they're dumping in the parts, you know?
Yeah.
And they get like a kind of big bucket for the head size,
Yes.
and then they get like a gigantic bucket for
For the
cute, fat. These dogs.
Hey kids, let me talk to you about dog breeding. Nowadays, dogs are mostly around just to be a cute companion, right? So
Yes.
breeding has gone from functionality to cuteness. And that's fine, as long as it stays within the bounds of nature. But that's not enough for today's breeder.
Cuter.
So, how do you make a dog cuter? Apparently, by giving it disgusting genetic deformities.
Yes.
And chances are, you, the listener, agree with that. You just don't know you do. Let me show you what I mean. See
Please.
this? This is a relatively normal dog. Notice
Yes.
the snout, the eyes, the shape of the head. Not too far gone from the wolves that today's dogs come from.
Yeah,
Now let me take you
regular-ass
through
dog.
some other breeds. First is the Bull Terrier. 100
My
years ago,
boy.
That's the one
still
you
looked
like.
pretty
Yeah.
normal, right? Now here's today's version. Jesus,
Ow.
who needs snouts, right? Let's just give it a long, continuous boomerang-shaped head with 2
Wait,
tiny
that-
holes at the end.
That's the one you like too.
I like those dogs.
This dog is ugly.
They're friendly.
This dog.
They have good attitudes.
It looks like an alien dog.
And he looks like a swell boy.
No.
I like dachshunds. Those are my
Seriously,
favorite
it
dogs.
looks like Toucan Sam is trying to fit inside a dog costume. And look at its eyes. They're permanently pointed up at the sky as if to say, God, why did you let me become this? Please kill me. Do you guys remember Spuds McKenzie, the old Bud Light mascot? Well, I just realized why they chose a Bull Terrier of all dogs. It's because he looked like his mom drank nothing but Bud Light for her entire pregnancy. Next up is the pug. I'll probably get
That's
some
the
hate
one
for
you
this
like.
one, but I don't care.
Pugs
They've
are
been
ugly
bred
cute.
specifically
Hideous.
to look like they've been smashed in the goddamn
Yes.
face with a frying pan.
Yes.
And because of this, because of their fact that their skull is shaped like a fucking tuna can, they can barely breathe their whole lives. Ever been around a pug? Constantly, no matter the
hate it.
temperature or the weather, they sit there going, "Gah, gah, gah." And people think this shit is cute. If my baby came out with a flat nose, hair lip, cylindrical head, and no neck going, "Gah, gah, gah," I'd be like, Jesus fuck, put it back in. It's clearly not done yet. Next is the dachshund. Now
The
there is no
dachshund.
excuse for this one. The head's fine, right? But the body, good God. It's got a torso shaped like a goddamn doorstop
Look
with
at
those
this
pointless legs just kind of stapled on. Now it's been a little while since I reminded you what a normal dog looks like, so
Oh,
here.
God.
Now let me go into Photoshop real quick and do all the changes necessary
Please.
to make this dog look like a dachshund. Look at that. That's not okay. Why even have legs at this point? Might as well just keep going until it's just a drumstick from the neck down. And there's no reason.
drumstick.
It's just one day someone was like, well, people like dogs and people like ferrets, so why don't we make some chimera abomination halfway in between the two and see what happens? My least favorite breed, though, out of all of them, it's just straight up fucked in every way. A testament to humankind's never-ending corruption of the
ready?
natural world. I'm talking about the Chihuahua. It's like somebody took a normal dog and
Oh.
I have had
No.
all of these dogs, and just shout out to Pinto, rest in peace. The last time we shot this video, he was alive, and since then and now he has left us.
He was my buddy.
I know, he was such a good dog.
He was okay. So like people be talking shit about Chihuahuas.
Really do.
We're gonna take a pause. Like
yeah.
people be talking shit about Chihuahuas, and I get it.
Mhm.
I completely understand. They're yippy, they're yappy, they're evil, they're fucking sickly.
Yeah.
Pinto was none of those things.
None of that.
Like I don't know what they did. By what miracle of birth?
Right.
Pinto was not yappy.
Right.
He was not snarly or
Mm-mm.
snippy or none of that.
He was prissy. 'Cause
He was a deep
Yeah.
No, don't do my man's like that. He was
Yeah.
a diva.
He did not like his paws getting wet.
Wet,
Bro.
dirty, none of that.
There one time there was a dirt pit between him and Jackie, and Jackie was his napping buddy, and he just stood there
Yep.
like, you better come get me. Like,
I
you
had
see
to-
this dirt.
I had to like go and pick him up and walk him across the dirt because he was not gonna do it.
He
Like
touched it and he shook his paw. He was like, oh no, oh that's not for me.
the other dog, Daisy, was like off.
Yeah.
Her and Chavezz were off.
Yeah.
And me and Pinto, Chavezz was like, "What happened?" I was like, "I had to go rescue Pinto. He was not feeling it."
He was like, y'all really gonna make me?
But we were like napping
Yeah.
buddies. He used to come chill with me. We used to
Mhm.
sleep together. Like it was great. He was wonderful,
Yeah.
and he was not sickly like at all.
Nah.
He was old though. He was very old.
always ready for a nap.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was down. We don't continue, but like, shouts out to Pinto. He was great.
boiled away every aspect except for
Jesus.
anger and neuroticism, leaving this tiny hell creature behind. And this is one of the nicer pictures I could find. Take a look at this. Someone call a priest. And we let these things inhabit our homes. This poor woman's gonna wake up with her fucking nose chewed off and just be like, oh, Mr. Wiggles was a little hungry this morning, wasn't he? Meanwhile, the dog's just sitting there like, bloodlust. The only time they're not being needlessly aggressive towards people, it's when they're off pissing, shitting, and vomiting all over their surroundings. And you would think such a small dog would at least produce manageable waste, but
No.
much like the creature itself, the small things it does expel are straight up toxic. It's like some of the Chihuahua's pent-up hatred for the mortal plane manifests itself in every dump it takes. I would rather
Oh
clean
my
up a
God.
full-grown man's shit from my floor than wipe up the septic nightmare that is Chihuahua
Septic
squirts.
nightmare.
The only good thing about owning a Chihuahua is that if it ever gets rabies, it'll be fine because you won't be able to tell the goddamn difference. It'll still be sitting there,
Stop.
business as usual. So that's my little rant about the monstrosities that live right beneath our noses.
Yeah.
I'm Salmonella, and thank you for watching.
Oh my goodness.
That was so good. Oh my God. Man,
yeah.
you know, Sam is vicious now, but there was something just so organic
Right.
about him, like in his earlier videos.
Dude, his earlier videos were like, there was no reason for it. Nobody expected this. It didn't have to go this fucking raw. People were gonna watch this video anyways.
Right.
And he was like, septic is a good word to work in here.
It was just like, you know, it was very organic. It was
Uh-huh.
like, now he's like very polished and steady, and you know, this was just like raw, unfiltered.
Bloodlust.
Bloodlust.
Not.
You know, like.
School presentation gone right. Very
Yes,
right.
100%.
Yeah, good stuff.
So, anywho's I hope you guys, actually, I'm not even gonna say I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know you guys enjoyed that video, so you're welcome. This is my husband.
Hi.
Mi husbando.
What up?
I love him most of the time. But I won't clean up your shit.
Woo!
Like, I
Most.
won't.
Wait till I get old and decrepit. And it's gonna
But
be
who's
unusable.
I'm glad you guys enjoyed the video, and don't forget to leave your reaction requests and recommendations down in the comments below.
50K!
Also, don't forget about
Yeah.
the 50K giveaway.
What are you doing? Get ready for some stuff!
Peace out, Hope Biscuits. It's Skittin' Lit.
Good job.